The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live, LifeChangers, featuring in-depth interviews with individuals positively impacting our society. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, LifeChangers.
Yeah. I like that. Let it play.
Hey.
Yes. Welcome to LifeChangers, guys. What up, everybody?
Singing to the pretty girls.
Singing to the pretty girls.
Singing to the lonely girl.
You ain't heard this one yet, huh, English?
I have not.
What up, everybody? Welcome to LifeChangers. I am your host, Stephaune. I'm here with English. She is the other host.
Come on now.
The other another.
It's our first show,
I'm excited.
and I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I'm glad I got you, actually.
I'm glad I have you too.
See? That song, it's the song. That's Can I by Coffey Anderson. And we already thinking about getting married or something. I don't know. It moves you. The song just moves you to do something. Anyway, yes, man. Welcome to our first show, first episode of LifeChangers. Super excited. And, we could cut it there, Phil. We're going to revisit that song. But I'm excited about our guest today.
Me too.
This is our first installment, and I just want to say, whenever you think about the term mentor or coach or teacher, everybody has somebody that comes to mind. You know, somebody that inspired you, somebody that helped, that pushed you, gave you that edge. And our guest today is one of those people who got that push and is now pushing others, which I really, really love.
Me too.
So without any further ado, we have today country pop artist, singer, songwriter, YouTube sensation.
It's crazy.
Nashville star and the whole WAP. Can we say WAP?
Yeah, wow.
Internationally acclaimed artist, Mr. Coffey Anderson. Y'all give it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Welcome, Coffey. How you doing?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be twins. That's how good I am today.
Yes.
I'm good.
No, well, we're excited to have you in the building with
Thank
us.
you, man.
And, we're excited about your work, the work that you're doing.
It's funny how you grow up and you see how everything that happened in the past directs your future.
Yeah.
I grew up, my mother was a school teacher. My dad was Cajun. He worked at a jail.
I don't know why I laughed at Cajun, but I did.
Yeah, that's just funny. And Cajun Pentecostal.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so wasn't nothing allowed in our house but Jesus and shrimp.
Right.
Growing up, ever.
Yeah.
And then, my mother was a school teacher, very soft-spoken, and everything's going to work out. It's okay.
Sure.
And my dad was like, I'm going to shoot everybody at the school if my boy don't act, if they say, he was very,
Yeah.
Firecracker.
he was that, yes. And so growing up with them, you see the yin and the yang, and at points in my life, I see that. But growing up in Central Texas, everything was music.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Everything was music. And I tell you this because on Saturday nights, you would have the Tejano bands. And they got the accordion jamming, and it's the music, it's the comida, it's the raza, it's the cultura.
Yeah, the rhythm, the vibe.
It's the rhythm.
Okay.
It's everything in it.
Yeah.
And then, on Friday nights, you'd have the country bands would come in and go, hey, Gilly, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find ourselves a brand new recipe? So you got the country band.
Sure.
You sound like I'm like mouth dropped over here. I'm like,
you.
hold on.
So Sunday morning, we had an old sweaty dude named Brother Tucker.
Uh-oh.
And he had a Jerry curl. He'd get excited and it'd be like a sprinkler on church. So he said, glory, glory, hallelujah. since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid all my burdens down. So you have country, Spanish, gospel. You got Zydeco music, which is really big in Louisiana. It's French speaking, that's my people. And you hear all of this, and then you grow up and you realize that I'm not a genre, I'm just musical.
Yeah.
I'm Texas, I'm country from the heart.
Yeah.
Fishing, hunting, grew up, pickup trucks, but that gospel is still in there, but that country music is still there, but that Tejano vibe is still there. And you start to see, wow.
You're like a gumbo. It's like
so then you come to LA, move to LA.
Okay.
I sing for a label and they're like, that's a little too white for us.
Right.
I sing for Nashville. That's a little too black. You know, and then I just decided, I said, you know what? Even if I got someone excited at the record label, they can only do so much. I'm going to go to the people.
Right.
Sure.
I'm going to go to the people. And at that time, I was watching wrestling. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm watching wrestling, and you got The Rock, the people's champ.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So from that point on, you got, you know, I'm walking in the mall with a guitar, and it's like, I'm like, hey girl, you know, I'm singing here. I'm gonna be singing this and that. They're like, psh, I don't know you. I ain't never heard you sing. Ain't nobody gonna come
LA.
see you.
So LA.
They start giving you the beatbox that, all of that, you know. So then I was like, I'm singing to them pretty girl, walk by my door today. Wait. Okay, girl. Wait.
Well, you say you performing at?
And he sound like Al Green. See, like Al Khaki, girl. Yes, I'm gonna go. And what happens was, and if you read in the scripture, it says your gift makes room for you.
Absolutely.
At some point, you have to step out the boat if you want to walk on water to say, I'm gonna put my gift against everybody else's.
Sure.
You got a label behind you, good. You got money behind you, good. But cut that mic on and see if you can do what I do. Let's go, one-on-one. I'm gonna wave away the pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and you. And it got to that point to where I said, okay, I can try to go the other route. And then I look at YouTube and I'm seeing monkeys on unicycles get 1 million hits.
Right.
Stop. Charlie Bitmay, hide your kids, hide your wife. And I was like, well, let me put my talent up and see if anybody will like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And you were ahead of the game. I mean, YouTube now, obviously everybody's going to YouTube for
I did it in 06,
everything.
07.
You're like on the precipice of YouTube being
it had
a
just
monster.
started. And what I told people, I was like, it's like America's Funniest Home Videos online. That's the only way I could describe it. Because you could go from one clip to the next.
Sure.
Be on there for hours.
Yeah. And I put a song up and it got a little traction. And then I ended up winning a talent contest in Santa Clarita, California.
Okay.
So the guy looks at me and goes, hey, we're going to give you 8 hours in the studio. Come on, we'll do a song.
Oh, nice.
So I go, and he was high as a kite. He's high as a kite. So I put my finger in his face. I said, listen, you're going to give me my 8 hours. You hear me? You be here tomorrow at noon. I ain't playing with you. He goes, all right, dude, chill, man. It's all right. Noon comes the next day. I said, all right, man, give me a click track about like this. He goes, all right. So put it on, and I go. I said, take that, make that 4 minutes. He took it, copy and pasted 4 minutes. I said, okay, go now. And it said, cool, I'll play the song. I said, all right, run that back. So I hear this in my ears and I go, 1:45 in the morning, you're on my phone.
Nice.
I did 9 songs in 8 hours.
Wow.
Beatboxing with an acoustic guitar.
Wow.
At some point, you got to put shoe leather to the dream.
Right.
What's wrong with us?
Yeah.
I'm not waiting on Barack Osama to help me. I don't want none of that. You can't wait on somebody to do something for you.
Yeah.
Dog, we're gifted.
Sure.
When you look at the culture that we have in Black America right now, we are 11% of the population and 90% of entertainment, including sports and music. 11%, we're 90%.
Yeah.
It's about time we start owning something.
Right.
So at that point, I was like, I'm not going to wait on someone to do something for me. I got to step out and do it myself. And once you start doing that, your gift starts making room for you.
Sure.
Like you guys are doing right now. This is the first show. This is the first step. This is that crack in the door
Yeah.
for something to happen for you.
Absolutely. So now
100%.
you're okay. So as we're going through your journey,
Okay.
you're on YouTube. You put yourself
On
on
YouTube,
YouTube.
was getting a few emails about, hey, can you come here and sing? Can you come do this? And I didn't know what my price was going to be. So people are going, hey, how much is it for you to come and sing?
Right.
And I was like, a flight, a room, and $1,000. They was like, that's it? Dang. Yes. I'm like, man, my negotiating is whack right now.
Well, you got to test the water.
You don't know.
You don't know. Yeah.
You don't know. So that was a
absolutely.
lot of money to me then.
Absolutely.
So then I went to the promenade in Santa Monica because I felt like I needed to work on my craft every day. And other people were getting jobs at Panera Bread or at Starbucks and places like that.
Yeah.
And I felt like, well, let me just go out. Why don't I sing for 8 hours? So I went and got a permit, and they were like, you got to sing 20 minutes and rest 20 minutes. So I had a little table with my CDs, and I'd go out there and play. And you're looking at $400 a day.
Wow. And most people don't make even $100 a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was also working on my craft, my live performance, and being able to sing for people's skills. And from then on, I said, well, let me get a clipboard with a piece of paper because I'm selling people CDs, but I can't get them again for the next album.
Right.
Email list. Now I have repeat customers.
Sure.
So now the email list grew to 16,000 people.
Wow.
And it continued to explode and expand. And then MySpace was there, and then Facebook. And now those likes from the email list turned into fans.
Yeah.
So I can put a video up and say, hey, you guys, buy my album. Or you know what? Donate whatever you can to the album. I'd rather you have it than not.
Right.
Gotcha.
And you look up, and that year it's $200,000
Wow.
independently from the house
That's great.
with no
Wow.
record label. So what I'm telling you guys is you just have to step out. Start
Yeah.
that business in your garage. Start writing those songs. Get that second job to where you're staying up at night writing that novel, where you're creating that blog.
Yeah.
I had to look at it as a second job.
Got you.
The first one was recording and making my albums because I would burn CDs all night until Sports Center repeated. And I knew what the highlights were going to be at night. And then I'd sleep a few hours, I'd get up and drive to Santa Monica
And be back at it.
and be back at it.
Wow.
So before all of this, tell us about your very first performance, the very first performing, singing, and
Oh, the one that shows up the most in my mind?
Yes,
Very first one? I was
yes.
little singing This Little Light of Mine at our church with my friend Lil Jon.
Okay.
Lil Jon was already slow.
okay.
He ain't speak well. He could harmonize his butt off, but he couldn't enunciate the words. And we were like 5.
Right.
And I remember singing, and everybody got so excited.
Sure.
The second one was I ended up doing like a campfire church service in college, and it just exploded because I was taking normal songs that people would sing in church and add the from heaven to earth to show the way and just start playing.
Yeah.
And they weren't hearing that. There was no soul to it. It was either gospel with a choir, or it was, and he walks
With-
me in,
which was outdated. Yeah.
Which was
It
outdated.
putting us to sleep.
which was outdated.
Yeah.
So at some point I said, okay, why don't we take the excellence that we have here and apply it on Sunday morning?
I
And
love
that
it.
also exploded too.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Sure.
It's
No,
been
it
unbelievable.
sounds insane.
But at some point you have to say, I'm not going to wait on someone.
Sure.
I have so many great, amazing girls that hang around us that are in our lives. And they're like, oh, I'm just waiting on a good man to come along. But they don't go out. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
They don't. I'm like, what is he supposed to break up in your house, crawl through a window, be like, hi, I'm him? You got to step out if you want to meet someone.
Sure,
Smile,
sure,
say
sure.
hi at the grocery store.
Right.
It's no different than saying, all right, I'm an artist. At some point I said, I'm going to change my whole closet to no matter what I put on, I'm going to look like him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to look like who I want to be. My friend Rod Warren teaches how to get out of financial debt. He was in South Oak Cliff, Dallas, probably the murder capital of Texas. Scary.
Yeah.
He said, I'd dress up in a suit and I'd get to my little workstation in the projects and I'd work.
Wow.
He said, I dressed up every day and played the part till I got my mind, till my outside surroundings caught up with my mind.
I love it.
Faith without works is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how did you were a basketball star, right?
Yes.
And then you transitioned into
Look at you
music.
knowing all this about me. This is amazing. Well, yeah, I ended up playing ball, was All-State, Always Texas Super Team. It was great. Signing autographs at 16. I could really jump.
Right.
Can't anymore. But it was fun.
Yeah.
And what it showed me was for 2 hours, people could forget about their bills, their divorce, the death in the family. They could forget about a sick loved one. And I saw the power of entertaining people.
Yeah.
And it didn't change. It just kind of carried over. And instead of a basketball, I carried a guitar.
Beautiful. Now with this guitar, and we talked a little bit about your YouTube success.
Yeah.
One of the things that was admirable about that, you know, because you've already educated the people on, or young people on just having that desire to get out and get after it, but you're also educating them as far as how to play.
Yeah, I think that success should always be duplicated.
Okay.
And I know that sounds weird, and especially in our day and age, people find out things that they can do and they don't tell the next person.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't mentor, they don't teach. This is the information generation. Everybody says, oh, this is we were generation X, generation Y. I call this generation I. They literally can Google anything and figure
Absolutely.
it out.
Yeah.
But when I started doing YouTube videos and saying, okay, this is how you play this. You play a G, you play a C, E minor D, you capo the second. It's very easy. This is beginner level stuff. Now listen to my version of it. I started playing it.
Yeah.
What it did was, the people that watched the YouTube videos, it automatically made me a guru because I taught them.
Yeah.
Who taught you?
A guy named Michael Norwood
Okay.
in my dorm room.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure did. He's a mega photographer in New York City right now,
Oh, cool.
making more money than musicians could ever shake a stick at.
And did he give you the guitar? Or you already had it? Or
No,
you went out and
okay.
got it?
Give us a story. Shout out to Michael Norwood real
Right.
quick.
Mike, what up, baby? I was dating a girl named Marianne in college.
Okay.
The best
Hey,
thing.
Marianne.
No, forget Marianne. She cheated on me. So, the best thing about Marianne was her daddy.
Okay.
Her daddy was so cool. Let me tell you something. He had a bucket load of money. He bought other houses on the street so his neighbors wouldn't move if they got in financial trouble. He just said, I just want you to name the street after me. I'll pay your mortgage off. You just name the street after me.
Wow.
So he actually lives on George Cooper Boulevard in San Antonio.
Oh, wow.
I loved him. Talk noise. He had a whole room full of guitars on the top floor of his house. I didn't really like his daughter. He didn't like his wife. So we hung out up there. That's funny. Sorry. So he starts playing Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I said, so you think you can take heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. He said, boy, you can hang. Listen to me, take it on with Atlanta, play get cake, you hear me?
Speak English.
For those of y'all that don't,
Right. See,
for those of y'all
that's-
that don't understand hick, he said, boy, you can sing. Take this guitar home with you, learn how to play it. I'm gonna give you a case and give you a tuner, you hear me?
Okay.
So I took it home and I started playing in my dorm room. Terrible. Mike comes in my dorm and says, listen, I'll show you how to play that. G, C, E minor, D. Every song comes off of those. And that's how I started.
It's wonderful.
And it was no different than shooting free throws. I just had to practice this. Once I got that down, I did this one. Once I got this one, I did that one. It was almost like I'm working on my left hand today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on my right, I'm working on my jump shot. It was no different.
And then songwriting, how'd you
Well, it
put
came
the
from doing
songs-
dramas. It came from doing prose and poetry. My mother was an English teacher.
Okay.
So literature was always around us. I read Roots in the 4th grade.
Okay.
Okay. I read Black Like Me when I was in the 5th grade. Just amazing literature. She was always giving me stuff to write. And
Roots is heavy in the 4th grade, though.
4th grade. I won
Wow.
an 8th grade spelling bee as a 3rd grader.
Wow.
Was lifted to gifted and talented education.
Yeah.
As a 4th grader, so we were with 7th grade. Could have graduated my sophomore year, but basketball happened, so I stayed. They were actually graduating us from the GATE program into NASA. So a lot of my friends were a couple of them moved to Russia, became cosmonauts. Other ones were astronauts. So it's amazing. Anyway, the intellect was there.
Yeah.
So being able to just listen to words. For example, I majored in Spanish. I took 16 hours of modern Greek in college. So when you listen, like in English, if you and I were dating, we're serious and I go, I love you. Mm-hmm. But you also go, oh, I love that restaurant. But in Spanish, I would look at you and go, me encanta, which means you enchant me. Mm-hmm. Like when you're away from me, you ring around me like bells. Mm-hmm. That's different.
Yeah.
It's way different.
Way different.
It's deep.
So
The sweet, the sexy,
learning,
it's sensual.
Yeah.
It's got all these
so
different
once you learn that
flavors.
and you start putting that in a pen,
Yeah.
it's different.
Okay.
It's different. So so they got the writers and the stop, lock, pop it, drop it, all of that. That's not writing to me.
Yeah.
It's
No.
catchy.
Yeah.
It's not creative.
So where do you pull from for some of your
life.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Always life. Can I came from a friend of mine that was a neighbor, and one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life, appearance-wise. She had her heart broken. Husband had done her really, really wrong. She was a single mama. So on weekends, her ex-husband would come and get the kids. She would catch a flight to Vegas, and she would strip
Wow.
and come home Sunday early, and her kids never knew. And it bothered me because I was like, there's more to you than that.
Sure.
There's
sure.
more. You're intelligent. You're smart. You should be doing TV commercials. You should be
Yeah,
doing this
yeah.
type of stuff. And then it turned from that to drug use and alcoholism, and I just saw her continually go down.
Wow.
And it was a neighbor of mine. So when I wrote Can I, it was written from a guy's genuine perspective, just to let you know what, let me buy you a flower. Can I sing you a song? Simple stuff. You don't have to. You ain't got to take it off. You don't have to. And there's still guys out there that believe that.
Yeah.
But
Real men still believe
yeah,
it.
a lot of real guys still believe that. But that's real life. Because once you fall in love with somebody and you've seen them take it off, you still have to be friends with them.
Right.
Still gotta like them.
So this is like more than life change. This is like dating 101.
But that's life.
No, it really is.
That's life.
Yeah, and that's
But
life.
you don't really hear men speak like this about
Which is
women
why-
and about life.
True.
And, like, they don't know how to voice their opinions and how to express
But you're also looking at a
themselves.
fatherless generation.
Right, you're right.
You're looking at guys that grew up listening to I'm a P-I-M-P, na-na-na-na-na, I'm a player, doing
true.
what the players. There's no one saying, I want to marry you except country music.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
There's not music is so powerful. You actually
Absolutely.
become what you listen to. It's mantras.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're dealing with the fatherless generation.
Now you were saying country music, and let's talk a little bit about the Nashville Star experience.
Of course, it was amazing.
Yeah. Just take us into it. We're in the American Idol, Nashville Star. You know,
In its heyday. This was 08, 09.
right. And everybody's dying to get into that. But
it was
there's
unbelievable.
pros and cons to everything.
There's pros and cons to everything. The people that created Jersey Shore were producing Nashville Star that year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, classy folks.
On NBC.
On NBC. So,
Hey, Jersey Shore went on for like 6 years?
five
years?
The run was sick.
Oh yeah.
So, they wanted to add flair to the show.
Okay.
I'm the only person of color that's ever auditioned for this show.
Wow.
It was 52,000 that auditioned that year.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and the first question the woman asked me, she goes, Coffey, how does it feel to be colored and sing country music? And I go, people still say colored?
Do we have separate water fountains? I was actually going to ask a variation of
And
that
she
question.
was picking.
Yeah.
And then she goes, but she was seeing if I could take real media
Sure,
Right.
sure.
when this thing blows up. So she goes, Coffey. I said, ma'am. She said, how's it feel to be black and sing country music? 2 syllables.
She said it like that?
Black and sing country music.
English is offended, by the way, if you can see her face.
Listen. So I believe sarcasm is a fruit of the spirit, and I abound in it. So I said, do you have a TV at home? She goes, yeah. I said, what type of TV you got? Plasma, LCD, what you got? She goes, I have a plasma. My boyfriend produces this show, and and it's 660 inches. We watch it in high definition.
Uh-oh.
And I said, cool. I said, is your TV in color? And she goes, yeah. I said, everything's better in color, baby, even your country music. You might want to shut up, put me on your show.
Hello.
Boom.
And the whole room exploded. She goes, I love you. I said, I know, I'm caramel and 6'5". What's not to love?
Love it. Awesome.
But you get tested.
Right.
Of course.
You get tested. Know who you are. Be proud of who you are.
Yeah.
And also accept people for who they are. And that's how it's continued to explode. After I do a show, I tell my fans, I want to meet you.
Sure.
Think of that. Your favorite artist on stage goes, I want to meet you. That's such a difference than you can meet Coffey in the back.
For
Who wants to meet
$1,000.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to meet you. I want to take a picture with you for my Instagram. That's how I've been able to sell so much.
Yeah.
Because when was the last? Muhammad Ali said, the day I have to walk around with security, I'm no longer the people's champ.
I know he said that. That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jesus did the same thing. He said, suffer, man, let these kids come around me.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to step up and say, I'm the king, and I still need to touch the layman.
Yes, sir. He done preached in here a little bit.
I'm like,
look,
you taking me back.
It's great.
yeah, no,
It's
good
been,
word,
it's been
good
amazing.
message.
It's been amazing
Good message.
to see.
So let's talk a little bit about you getting into anti-bullying, which is a hot button today. And I know you've been speaking to different kids and different
Speaking in high schools, colleges.
Yeah.
Did a junior high, did a couple of junior highs in East Texas. It started out when I was 15 my freshman year. I was dating a girl. Her dad was very abusive. She had friends that were kind of going through similar situations. In my county, spousal abuse is the #1 crime in Brown County in Texas, and it's just rampant.
Okay.
But you're also dealing with people that have no hope, and because it's farming every day, tomorrow's the same thing.
Yeah.
And there's no influx of money being brought in because it's a small community. So money's just exchanging hands. No one's getting
Better.
And now, with this healthcare system, insurance is through the roof. Gas is through the roof.
Yeah.
So you have people still making the same, but more is coming out.
Right.
And I remember I came to school one day and she had taken her own life.
Mm.
And it put everything in this backspin for me and for the people that were there. And she was not only getting bullied at home, but it was also people making jokes and stuff like that at school and things like that. The difference now is, even if you get bullied at school then, you could go home and be with your parents, your brother and your sister. Now everything's online.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can't escape it because these kids have their phones, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So I started getting letters from fans saying, I'm getting hope from listening to your music. I love your voice. I'm overweight. I'm this, I'm that. I have big ears, whatever. Physical attributes. Kids tend to be really hard on physical things like that. And I had a fan that actually that sat in a garage with the car running.
Okay.
And had also started a fire in the house. So and ended up taking her own life in that aspect. And so I really said, okay, I need to get out and start touching, seeing, letting them see me face to face. And so I started going to schools and just talking about, listen, we need everybody.
Right.
We need everybody.
Right.
My friend Alberto, that's where I learned Spanish, was from his grandma when my mom passed away. So that made me worldwide almost.
Right.
And then the athlete, I learned dedication from my boys that were athletes. I learned how to apply myself digitally because of all the geeks and all the nerds that I hung out with. All of them make me up. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't meet other people.
Yeah.
One of the guys that taught me how to play guitar was as feminine as all get out. He had throw pillows in his dorm room, so you knew he was gay from the jump.
Styling and profile.
You know what I'm saying? For real, he wore a sequence, and it was a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
It was a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday. He goes, "That's Sequence Tuesday." Hey, that's my dude.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I open up my arms to everybody, and it's been amazing. So how can we not teach our generation to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Because if you haven't realized, when I was doing had friends that were going to do the NASA program, there's an amazing thing about astronauts. Once they leave Earth, every ounce of prejudice, every ounce of any type of discrimination they have leaves, because they go, there's all of this and there's only us. They don't see color, they don't see division. They come back way more accepting than you ever could find anyone else.
Wow.
When you realize it's just us.
Yeah.
And now with technology, we're so connected.
Yeah.
You're one SARS away from somebody catching it in China and getting on a plane to Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all connected. It's way different now.
Yeah. I love that. We're all connected. We are. We absolutely
like
are.
it or not.
Yeah.
Like it or not.
Like it or not. Like him or not. Or her or whoever's in your life. So
Sequence Tuesday.
hashtag Sequence Tuesday.
That's a real dude. That really happened. How you come to history with a sequence jacket?
You're still in contact with him?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. But I'm saying, college is great. You meet everybody in college.
It's a melting pot. And it makes you. I love it.
And I want people to continue to push towards that. Because
Sure.
everything is saying, oh, college is so much. It's worth it. It's worth it. We have to be educated.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne has a degree in psychology from the University of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. has a degree.
Sure.
Wale, very educated.
Sure.
What are we talking about right now?
Well, speaking on that, what's your feelings on the current state of music? I mean,
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I love it because it's the first time that the people have actually had the opportunity to get it that easily accessed.
Okay.
It's also gone back to the 45. Remember the 45 when your grandparents had the old records? If you don't have a hit, you don't win.
Right.
It's weeding out junior varsity from the league.
Sure. You don't get a whole album. You just got that 45.
Because they would give you, because when we had CDs, it was one hit song and 17 fillers.
Okay.
And the rest of the album was whack.
Yeah.
Now it's a hit song,
After
another hit song, another hit song. You got to come with it.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
Oh my God. Really?
Come on.
Really?
Come on. Or of all time. We could say right now or of all time.
I appreciate everyone.
Okay.
When it comes to some of the greatest voices ever, some of the best harmonies I've ever heard in my life came from the Jodeci Diary of a Mad Band album.
What an album. Classic.
I get chills. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Brandy Never Say Never.
Hello.
Nobody's colder than her.
She's my favorite.
Nobody's colder
Really?
than Brandy.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
And then
No one's really her fan. People
Stop.
people don't really support her, how awesome she is. Like everyone's all Beyonce. I'm like, have you listened to Brandy? Like she posts YouTube videos singing in her bathroom.
Did you see Change Gonna Come?
Yes, or Over the Rainbow.
Please.
I'm like, this is in her bathroom.
This
Okay,
is the other
sorry, I
part
just went
though.
on a
She's so
tangent.
underrated because she was actually one of the first black princesses
Yes, on Disney.
on Disney.
Hello.
Nobody knows that.
No one
The
knows.
sweetest sound I'll ever hear is still inside my head. Who makes that run but me and her? Nobody else can pull that run off but me and her.
You and her.
That's it.
You and Brandy.
That's it.
So you got to give Brandy love. Young Mariah.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Tommy Mottola Mariah.
I love that one,
Okay.
and that's not a knock on this one.
No.
Young Mariah, Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses, one of the greatest voices. Bad Company. Paul Rodgers to sing your face off and then take your gal.
Okay.
I'm just saying, unbelievable. Reba McEntire, Fancy. You got to go back and listen to that. Listen to when she did the national anthem in the 80s. Nobody was doing runs like that with a country twang, but her. There's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Anita Baker.
She like,
You can reach me by aeroplane. Come on, man.
Anita.
Cross the desert like an Arab man.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't care how you get here. What? Come on, let's go. What we talking about?
Who is
Now, I'm a music historian.
current person that you can give some kind of respect to?
I give respect to anyone because
all of
it's
them.
so hard.
Right.
Because now it's different. You could be a meatloaf back in the day. You could be 800 pounds and have a good hit and people go to see you. Now they want abs. You got to act. You got to dance. You got to sing. You got to play instruments. Instagram. Labels want so much from you. So in order to even get in there, you have to
Come at so
you gotta
much.
be a monkey on the
On the unicycle, like you said. Take it back to you too.
Yeah.
Monkey on a unicycle.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And hip hop, it's here today, gone today. It's here today, gone today. Rick Ross had 20 songs come out with 8 videos, and they sold it for
What is it?
$12.70.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. It's a lot of work
It's a lot of work.
and not that much
It's a lot of work, but that's
from
why
it.
you have to go get it live. People want to be entertained. You got to hit the road.
Okay.
Got to hit the
Well,
road.
speaking of hitting the road, I know you travel much.
I do.
You are all over the place. Everybody
I'll be
can
in
go.
Sacramento
Yeah.
this weekend. Beaumont, Texas. I'm doing the South Texas State Fair,
Okay.
which is massive. I'm headlining it.
Yeah.
In Beaumont, Texas. That's March 29th. I'm in negotiations right now with a major record deal, which is
Lovely.
crazy. I've never done it. I've always been indie. I got a whole garage that I make CDs out of at night while my babies are asleep.
So is it going to be more so gospel or is
No.
it everything?
No,
You don't have a certain genre.
I'm gonna be the next Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
I'm gonna strum and sing anthems.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm gonna use the gospel influence and the gospel this, but
Yeah.
no, it's a mainstream album. I'll still sing in church if I'm around, but I want to sell to the masses.
Okay.
I do. I'm a believer, and that's cool. But everybody isn't. But they still love good songs.
What do you think about a lot of these believers like Mary and Kirk Franklin and how they start off in gospel and then they transition. It's now like becoming a trend, like, should I do secular? Should I stay gospel? And then everyone giving them a lot of backlash over it.
When I'm in the game, I never listen to what anyone in the stand says.
Okay.
And
so why would they?
Yeah.
Why would they?
Make the decision that's best
I've
for you.
I've never met a hater doing better than me.
Yeah.
Ever. And if you listen to those people, they don't understand the big picture of everything. So if you don't understand, and if you're not bringing anything to the table, you can't sit down. So when you see, nobody knows what Kirk Franklin went through when churches didn't give him a chance. He did it on his own with his manager. They actually made 200,000 copies of the first album out of a garage in Fort Worth. But that was before the churches were like, oh, we're going to have Kirk come. They don't know what he's been through. Nobody knows what Mary's been through.
Yeah.
How many churches have stiffed them, but still want them to come say, God gonna bless you. They should go to a larger stadium. They should go to bigger crowds. They're gifted and they have an amazing message.
I agree.
That's my opinion. Go Mary. Go Kirk.
Go both Marys.
Both
Mary and Mary.
Yeah, I took care of both of them at the same time. But so, you know.
I love having you, obviously.
Oh, it's awesome. Kidding me?
You share so much. Where should we look for all of your delightful music?
My website is iCoffey. Coffey is spelled Coffey. Can't make that up. My parents did. Coffey, Coffey. And the web, like iPod, iMac.
iCoffey?
iCoffey.
Yeah.
Catchy.
Thank you. Thank you, English Speaks. And it's...
Follow us. How do we follow you?
Follow me, just Coffey Anderson, Coffey on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook.
Sure.
Typically, people can. I do a lot of stuff for fans. So once a month, I'll do the happy birthday song.
Oh, nice.
So you can tag people. This is just for March babies.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
So you can tag your friends. Anybody
Yeah.
born in March, I do the same thing.
Love it.
I'll fly out and do birthdays. I've done 3 wedding surprises in the last 90 days.
Oh, nice.
I mean, just fans, and I'll have someone say, listen, my brother's getting married. He and his wife love your song Better Today, and we want you to come sing it. So I literally fly in, sneak. First dance, I walk out, and they just start boo-hooing.
Awesome.
It's been some amazing moments.
Yeah.
And I'm not me without my fans. And they know me, they know kind of my background, but they've always let me be me, which has been amazing. And that's why I want to be a part of their weddings and a part of the happy birthdays and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
I need that.
Sure.
Who's your biggest supporter? Who's that for you?
My family.
Okay.
When I met my wife, I was singing on the street in Santa Monica, and other people were laughing, and she would come help me sell CDs. And she was on tour background dancing for Britney, Diddy, Snoop, Kanye. She's in the SOS video, dancing with Rihanna. All these mega things where her career was here, and still came out and said, I'm here with you. $10, sign the email list, thank you. Till her feet hurt, putting down a Louis Vuitton, taking off Marc Jacobs, and was like, this is my guy. So from the jump.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Shout out to your wife,
Yeah,
Miss
she's
Priscilla
awesome.
Anderson.
Yeah,
And your babies.
Babies, got good babies, man.
Great
How many
babies.
kids do you have?
3.
Oh, wow.
I got 3 babies. I love my babies. I love them.
What a blessing.
And I want to adopt.
Yeah.
My dad was adopted. Adoption means a lot to us. So, and we're blessed. So I want to be able to have someone that wasn't fortunate to live the lifestyle that we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
so cool, man.
Dude, you gave back so much to us, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you gave back to everybody
Feel free
watching.
to email me, bookcoffey at me.com. Email me,
Okay.
it'll come right to my phone. Any questions, anything anybody may have,
Sure.
music industry stuff, technology, whatever. Let me know.
I love it.
I'm
love
in it.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you again, Coffey.
Thank you so
The life
much.
changer in action
you. I
every day.
appreciate
Represent.
Thank you, man.
And thank you guys
darling.
out there for watching us. This is Life Changers. Me in English, we're going to be doing this for a while, so y'all keep checking back.
Yeah.
All right, holla.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.